Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of an interesting and amazing program, OKEx Talks, brought to you by OKEx Cryptocurrency Exchange. So, OKEx Africa. So, it's a very beautiful program where we are enlightening you about blockchain, cryptocurrency, and the latest, a lot of discussions and updates about this ecosystem, talking about the blockchain and cryptocurrency ecosystem. So today we're going to be talking about an amazing topic. This topic is very, very interesting because when you talk about cryptocurrencies, a lot of people tend to look towards buying and selling cryptocurrencies. But today we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency beyond trading. So a lot of discussion around here, so that you will not be able to think that cryptocurrency is only about trading. So it's very, very interesting. So we have our guest, our host, in the person of Mr. Paul Ezaflukwe. He's not here with us yet, who is the Business Development Team Lead, OKEx, Nigeria. So let me welcome our guest for tonight. He is Brandon Cooper, the CEO, Arfield. Brandon, you're welcome to the discussion. Welcome, Brandon Cooper. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Yeah, it's going very fine, and you're welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you're doing amazingly well today.
Same to you. Same to you, man. Good to see you.
Okay. Thank you very much once again. So, you know how we do it, our audience, how we do it on this show. If you have your questions, reserve them. We're going to be getting to that session. So get your questions ready so that you'll drop it. We'll be able to take it, and our guests will be able to answer your questions. So, you can follow OKEx on their social media. So you can follow OKEx Africa on Twitter at OKEx Africa, and also on Telegram at OKEx Africa. So you how we run it. We'll be right back. Let's go for a short break. When we return, we dive into the discussion proper. Stay with us.
Studio Kaka. I'm the founder of InCrypto. I'm a cryptocurrency trader, blockchain consultant, and I'm one of the OKEx partners in Nigeria. I've been using OKEx since 2018. My experience of using OKEx has been fantastic. The platform is safe and secure for traders. The user interface is really clean. There were so many challenges that I was having with other exchanges that are not found in OKEx. OKEx is one of those platforms where you can trade with peace of mind. Take, for example, the trading volume. OKEx trading volume is really legit. Their listing criteria must be really good because you won't find those shit coins, that are just out there to scam you. I would recommend OKEx to other people because of the security of the exchange. OKEx is one of those exchanges that has never been hacked.
Show is still OKEx Talks, OKEx Africa Talks, brought to you by OKEx Cryptocurrency Exchange. I'm your anchor for this show, Liu Chomo Heri. So right about now, let's dive into the discussion proper. Let's talk about, when we are talking about revolutions. Centuries have come and gone. There have been so many evolutions in other sectors, but money. What do you think about blockchain and cryptocurrency? What do you think they are doing? Having seen that other sectors, there have been evolutions or revolutions in those areas, but it has not happened to money, not until cryptocurrency and blockchain came into existence. What's your thoughts about that?
It's very interesting because if you think back to like right before the year 2000 when Napster came out and music was digital, it went from analog to digital. We were used to CDs and DVDs and VCRs. So that's the time that I lived in. Some people listening may be a lot younger. They don't really understand what a VCR tape is, or you have to rewind it. But now that we're in the digital space with cryptocurrency, it's really, I would say it's a blessing to us as being born right now because we're able to take advantage of the technology being a toddler, as I call it right now. It's really, really early, but it's very interesting that money has been late to the game, where music has beat it out, where, Blockbuster, you have Blockbuster, Netflix with movie streaming, right? They went digital and now Blockbuster is out of business because they didn't get with the times for Netflix. So I think people listening now, whether you're an investor or you're a developer, creator, whatever it may be, it's very important that you take advantage of cryptocurrency and understand that the time that we're living in, because when crypto becomes what stocks are now in terms of pricing, what position will you be in? Have you as a person gotten yourself in position by taking advantage of cryptocurrency right now so you can create that generational wealth for your family? I'm glad that it happened during my time, but it's very interesting that it was late to the game.
Time, I must say, to be alive, to experience such a revolution in this sector. We're talking about money. So, what would you say is special about cryptocurrency that makes it revolutionary? What would you say about what is it that's special? There have been other kind of um, transformation in this when it comes to money, but it's not like this. You see, people talk about digital good or even gold itself and other things. What makes cryptocurrency special?
Cryptocurrency is special because of the decentralization aspect of things, where there isn't a central authority in the middle controlling our money. It puts the power back into the people, which we've never had the opportunity to have control of our own money. We've always relied on a centralized bank that holds our money. And even in which case, if you wanted to take $10,000 or whatever the amount may be in a large amount, you would have to let the bank know in advance before you can actually take that money home. So the money isn't actually in the bank. They're just playing around with your money and circulating it until you actually need it. And most people don't understand the financial system at all. So I think cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is so great because we have the opportunity to use ledgers and protect our private keys and protect our digital money at home, that the bank not necessarily can seize it, but we're in control of our money.
Of your money, is a special aspect of cryptocurrencies where when you have your private key, you have custody, total custody to your money. And this has really been an issue as well. It's like a two-edged sword. It's good to have that access, that control over your money, but there have been issues about security. When you give it to third party to take care of it, like banks, you could know that the security is not transferred to them. The responsibility of that is transferred to that institution. But in these situations, you are the one in charge. What are in the situation of security challenges like a hack or something? Or
Yeah,
another thing in crypto is the uh, inability to reverse transactions. What are your take about that?
yeah, because there are new things that are happening in the space every week, right? Where certain protocols are in place and certain exchanges are being hacked. Um, I believe that there is huge opportunity for third-party companies to intervene to help out with this particular security. Blockchains in itself are really, really great in terms of the comparison to legacy systems that are out there for Web 2.0. But Web 3.0 has a lot more safeguards, but I think it's just really about limiting the vulnerabilities in the protocols and what's being put in place. What's the structure of how money is being sent back and forth? Some people like the where it's contradictory, right? Where you're like, oh, I want to be decentralized, but I want to use Coinbase, which is tied to a centralized bank, right? We don't want to fool ourselves and be counterproductive. But I think on the security aspect, you have options. Having options is the best thing. If you want to keep it yourself and you end up losing your phrases, then that's on you. But if you want to feel safer and want to have more of a like a digital safe deposit box or whatever it may be, then you can use a custody like Coinbase.
That's look. Let's look about. We're talking about cryptocurrency beyond trading now. A lot of people think that when you talk about crypto, you talk about a lot of people. What comes to mostly everyone's mind is about buying and selling or trading. You may call it. Uh, this I want to which you which what do you think about that? There are other aspects that people could look into when it comes to cryptocurrencies. What are you going to say about that to enlighten people that cryptocurrency is not about trading or buying and selling? There are other ways you could get involved into the ecosystem.
Certainly. Yeah, buying and selling is very similar to stock. So I think it's a great way for people to enter the space and to learn it because it's not that much of a learning curve on the surface, depending on the user, the UX, the user experience. Um, but I think there are other sectors like supply chain. If you look at what VeChain is doing in supply chain, what that looks like in terms of going to the grocery store. When you walk up and you see tomatoes or you see broccoli and it says organic on it, is it actually organic? The movie Training Day says it's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove. And we as a people have ignorantly looked at things like that and just assume it is what it is because of text on a label. And there's nothing to actually track this particular information. With blockchain technology or what like VeChain, for instance, is doing is from the time this particular tomato or whatever it may be from the farm, who was the farmer, at when did the temperature change on the truck, what time did it arrive, right? All of these things you may want the data on, and if you could just scan a QR code and pull up that information, that would be valuable information. And they're also using it for like Louis Vuitton to make sure a purse is a real purse, right? You can track to see if it's the knockoff product, which is important to people. I think supply chain is great. I believe healthcare is going to play a part in data. And blockchain doesn't necessarily store data like IPFS does, but health records, right? Where people want to make sure that their information is tracked properly. Voting system. There are people at a desk and they're sitting there. If they're a Republican and they don't want it to be a Democratic vote or whatever it may be, they may say, "Oh, this is a minority person. They're probably going to do Democrat. Let me throw it in the trash." Blockchain tech gets rid of these type of legacy systems where people are just punching numbers and a lot of bad things can happen on the back. But having everything on the public ledger allows things to be on the forefront. So I think those industries will be very prominent. And then last but not least, real estate, I think is going to be really, really key in blockchain where people are tokenizing properties and such. I'm not a real estate person, but I think it's a pretty interesting sector to keep an eye
on. That aspect, sectors that can be involved. What are people that are building careers in those sectors that you mentioned? How can they get involved?
Doing the research, it sounds very simplistic, but I mean, once you Google and YouTube around, you end up landing in certain spots. I think Block Geeks in general is a great starting point for people who are trying to get an introduction into blockchain. But real estate, there aren't too many players in it right now. Healthcare, There are a lot of different startups, but you can look by sector. There are a lot of websites, certain projects, because there are over 12,000 cryptocurrencies out there. So if you find certain websites that have certain categories, you can look for the categories. And if you just like the technology, then that's great. But some people may like it because they see high utility and they want the price to go up on a particular token that's going to be utilized.
Yeah, interesting. In case you're just joining us, this is OKEx Talks, brought to you by OKEx Cryptocurrency Exchange. So today we're talking about cryptocurrency beyond trading. You know, a lot of people have in mind that cryptocurrency is all about buying and selling, but you'll be able to know that that's not actually the total truth when it comes to cryptocurrency. So we have our amazing guest, Brandon Cooper, the CEO of AFID, who have been doing justice to this particular topic. Right about now, we'll go for a short break. When we return, we'll continue with the discussion. We'll be right back.
CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency, and fintech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews, and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
Brought to you by OKEx Cryptocurrency Exchange in partnership with CNETv. It has really been an amazing discussion so far. You know how we do it? For our audience, do drop your questions if you have any on the comment section. Very soon we'll be able to look your direction and see if we can pick some questions from the audience. So if you have some confusions or anywhere you feel it, that should be more light should be shown on those areas, I'll do well to ask your questions. So right about now, let me hear from our guest. He is the CEO of AFID. So as the CEO of AFID, what are some of the contributions towards projecting crypto for proper adoption?
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are the AFID. What are some of the ways you are trying to promote cryptocurrency adoption?
Yeah, what we intend to do with AFID is we're focused in on the automation sector. So we've created an ecosystem that is going to allow people to basically earn money from the efforts of bots they control. Right now, we're used to doing everything manually, which means we go to work, we punch a clock and put in our hours, and then we get paid every 2 weeks. But this is a very 1960s, 1980s type of mentality. We're in the age where we don't have enough time in the day. So now we're going to allow digital twins that work on your behalf, where things are getting done, but you still get paid for it from a digital aspect. So imagine if you could, for example, automatically trade cryptocurrency. What if you could automatically trade stocks? What if you could get paid every time a digital sales agent sold a product or service on a website in our network? These are different ways that we as AFID are going to create for people in the ecosystem to leverage their time. And then next year, we're going to open it up for developers to create their own plugins and things that they believe people can utilize in a marketplace. And if you like the particular plugin that the developer has created, you can license that particular plugin for yourself to use it. I always say it's just like the Matrix when Neo didn't know how to fight me. He downloaded the style, and automatically he knew how to fight. The plugins in the marketplace works the exact same way. So there's no code involved. You don't have to be a technical person. Uh, a grandmother could basically use our ecosystem. She just has to know how to pull the app up and have a subscription.
Is it like an API base?
Yeah, it's all API based. On a granular level, that's all it is API calls. And we're using the Avion token to power out the bots. So the more tokens you have, the more bots you can power out in the network for an action. So every time an action is called out, it just takes a small fee of your balance, of your Avion balance, to power it out.
Yeah, one thing about this ecosystem, the crypto and blockchain ecosystem, there are a lot of innovations going on, and there are some misconceptions about this ecosystem, lack of understanding. Like, that when you talk about cryptocurrency, people think is only about trading. So that brings me to next question that I have here. We believe that there are a lot of things to be done in the ecosystem, and we believe that education is a very key thing here towards getting people on board. We talk about trying to get even in the institutional investors involved, which I know some of them are getting on board, but there should be proper education for proper adoption. So, what are some of the ways you think people should be educated for proper adoption?
Yeah, I believe it depends on the person's learning style. As you know, there's Linda or Udemy. People can take courses to understand how it goes. But I think traditionally, if it was integrated into the college system, right, where people can take that up as a major to say, oh, I want to specialize in blockchain technology. And then they can go work for fintech companies utilizing blockchain technology. Because right now, the last I checked, it was 14-1 for companies looking for blockchain developers. There are more jobs available than actually developers that are out there. And then in the regular case for coders, they can just learn certain languages. It depends on the blockchain, but blockchains like Neo allow for, I believe they can use Python or C on their particular chain. So it really just depends. With Ethereum, they're using Solidity. It's a lot different. You have to learn a new language. But if blockchains are using pre-existing coding languages, then it works better. Solana, for instance, uses Rust. So developers already know the programming languages. We can get a lot more adoption for developers out there, and people can hire them. But if people want the education themselves, I believe it's going to have to go through the educational system, as you mentioned.
And to hear that from you, are there ways you are doing to educate people when it comes to that? Like you talked about the programmers. So we all know that there are a lot of demand for programmers, blockchain programmers, and just few of them out there. So what should be done? Are there ways? Are you even AFID? Are you looking towards educating people? Are there some programs you are organizing, or you are about to organize?
Yeah, next year we do intend to get into a lot more STEM. In one of our partnerships with the lab drawer, we're going to be doing a lot for blockchain, cryptocurrency education, robotics, even for kids. So this is my first time talking about it, but that's what's on the forefront of next year, because we want people to go into this pipeline and understand it, because it can look very busy. It can look like another language when you're trying to learn cryptocurrency and blockchain. Our goal is to take that away by having a simple user interface. Everything is turnkey. The average person isn't a technical person. You don't buy a car and say, how do the ignition coils connect to this particular part of the engine? You just say, hey, can I get the keys? Can I test drive it? Right. So as long as you know how to drive, i.e., you know how to download an app, we can give you the key and you can get to it and drive and see if you like it.
We'll be looking at some of the questions. I'll be checking if there are some questions for you from our audience. So we'll go for a short break, so I will be able to check if there are some questions. When we return, we'll take questions from the audience. So our audience, please, if you have questions, you can I'll send them across while we go for this short break. We'll be right back.
Kaka. I'm the founder of In Crypto. I'm a cryptocurrency trader, blockchain consultant, and I'm one of the OKEx partners in Nigeria. I've been using OKEx since 2018. My experience of using OKEx has been fantastic. The platform is safe and secure for traders. The user interface is really clean. There were so many challenges that I was having with other exchanges that are not found in OKEx. OKEx is one of those platforms where you can trade with peace of mind. Take for example the trading volume. OKEx trading volume is really legit. Their listing criteria must be really good because you won't find those shit coins, that are just out there to scam you. I would recommend OKEx to other people because of the security of the exchange. OKEx is one of those exchanges that has never been hacked.
CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency, and fintech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews, and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
Kaka. I'm the founder of In Crypto. I'm a cryptocurrency trader, blockchain consultant, and I'm one of the OKEx partners in Nigeria. I've been using OKEx since 2018. My experience of using OKEx has been fantastic. The platform is safe and secure for traders. The user interface is really clean. There were so many challenges that I was having with other exchanges that are not found in OKEx. OKEx is one of those platforms where you can trade with peace of mind. Take for example the trading volume. OKEx trading volume is really legit. Their listing criteria must be really good because you won't find those shit coins, that are just out there to scam you. I would recommend OKEx to other people because of the security of the exchange. OKEx is one of those exchanges that has never been hacked.
Welcome back to the show. It's still OKS Talks, brought to you by OKS Cryptocurrency Exchange in partnership with CNETv. So today we've been discussing about cryptocurrency beyond trading. So it has really been a very interesting discussion so far. A few questions from me to our amazing guest who has been explaining them. So I believe this right about now, I'll be picking some questions from our audience on the comment section. So though we have just few questions here, let me believe that he's passing the message across properly, that our audience are really understanding what we are discussing. So although there are good recommendations here, now I have a question here. People are asking our audience, saying, what's your advice to people in this part of the world, in bracket Africa?
I believe the people in Africa have a wonderful opportunity to uh, become developers and become creators of technologies that, whether it's utilizing other blockchains initially to get going. The education piece is always the first thing to do. So if you're a novice on it, you should definitely do your research and read a lot from the particular chains that are of highest interest to you. And then also just, people supporting your own, the people that are out there, and educating other people about cryptocurrency and blockchain is the best thing we can do right now. It's going to take a lot of educational circulation within communities to bring awareness for people to become comfortable. I think after that particular point, it's going to be a lot easier to get adopters and users of the technologies that people are going to create in that sector of the world.
Okay, another question from our audience. How can I get money from crypto without trading?
So without trading itself, you can always stake. You can kind of think of it. Banks try to do it, but it's really horrible. But if you hold a certain amount, you can basically earning interest from it yourself by holding a certain amount. So you put a certain into these what's called like liquidity pools, and you let them sit. And then certain coins have a certain percentage where the APY end of the year you can see how much it's earned you over time by you putting the amount that you hold in the circulation. Cardano, for instance, I know they're penetrating a lot into Africa right now. And then the ABN Foundation is very interested in Africa as well. But these are the different ways that you can make money from outside of trading. They're using staking. There are other ways that you can do it if you have a particular cryptocurrency that you like. If you want to use point of sale systems like FINTECH, if you're a merchant and you want to earn every time it's being used. There are a lot of different ways for people to make money. Then there's a basic attention token where you can earn for watching video ads, and after the ad finishes, you earn a certain amount of cryptocurrency for your particular attention, which is something that I wanted to exercise back in 2012 myself, utilizing the same particular use case. But there are a lot of different ways.
Oh, that's very nice. That's all for from our audience. So I just have one or two questions here. I
Sure.
want to know your thoughts about the future of cryptocurrency. How do you see it?
Yeah, I see it being adopted later than it should. I see millions of people missing an opportunity just like they did with the dot-com boom. And I don't know why people want to wait until something proves itself first before they want to invest. I understand the risk factor, and not everyone wants to become wealthy, or it's not all about finances. But you're going to see a big slew of people coming on years from now after the train has already left, so to speak, from an investment standpoint, and getting in the game late. And I also believe people that are minorities are often late to the game. We want to sit back and have the skepticism, and I understand risk factors, right? Because cryptocurrency, uh, I'm not a financial advisor, but it's very volatile, where the price can go up really, really quickly. You can go to one person said you can get on the airplane, Bitcoin is booming, and by the time you get off the plane, you've lost thousands of dollars. So these things can happen in cryptocurrency, but there are some safeguards where you can transfer certain cryptos into stable coins. You can think of it as locking the value that doesn't go up and down. You're basically transferring the value of what it is. Let's say you earn $500 in Bitcoin, you can transfer that $500 into stable coin, and the price doesn't matter because it doesn't go up or down. So that's called a stable coin for people who want to know about that. But that's what I foresee. I see crypto being where stocks is today, and people are trading it daily and making money from it. But I think this is one of the last times for the average person to really get in position to really make a good amount of money in the future. And it takes patience. But Starbucks and these other companies are going to be accepting cryptocurrency on the airplane. You're going to ask them, hey, do you accept Litecoin? They say, yes, we do. And then people are going to pull out these devices and tap them, and it's going to go through the chain and say, hey, thank you. I don't see that happening for Bitcoin. I think that's more of like Stellar Lumens or XRP being used at point of sale because it needs to be quick and low fees.
Yes. A lot of people do Bitcoin for more of store of value.
Store value,
So some of these ones you mentioned, the Litecoin and the rest are mostly for remittance. So that's very nice to hear that from you. We are about calling it a day for today, but I would like to get your closing remarks. What's your closing remark?
Thanks for having me. First off, I appreciate it. I always enjoy the discussion with you. And then people out in Africa, nice to meet some of you. Thanks for your questions. But yeah, closing remarks, man, just sign up for our beta for AFIT, of course. That's APHID.io. You'll see the email box there. Just go ahead and sign up if you want to participate in our ecosystem. We call our community the colony. So join the colony. We're just built on giving people time back with their families, but also making money. So you don't have to sacrifice losing money, right? You can also make money while you're saving time. And then educate yourself on blockchain and cryptocurrency. Get in position. Don't wait on it. Don't invest anything that don't spend your rent money, right, on cryptocurrency. But if you can, take a risk. Not financial advice, but take a little risk. It may be a higher reward for you in the future. And hope to see you guys at the top.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time. You really brought out time joining us today. I really appreciate. Thank you very much, Cooper, for bringing our time. We really appreciate once again. So thank you very much also our audience who took our time joining us today. As usual, this is a weekly program. I will be coming your way same time next week, the 8 p.m. African time. Where to follow us on our social media at CNETv1 across all the social media handles, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And also you can follow OKEx Africa on their social media at OKEx Africa. Thank you very much, and bye for now.
Kaka. I'm the founder of InCrypto. I'm a cryptocurrency trader, blockchain consultant, and I'm one of the OKEx partners in Nigeria. I've been using OKEx since 2018. My experience of using OKEx has been fantastic. The platform is safe and secure for traders. The user interface is really clean. There were so many challenges that I was having with other exchanges that are not found in OKEx. OKEx is one of those platforms where you can trade with peace of mind. Take, for example, the trading volume. OKEx trading volume is really legit. their listing criteria must be really good, because you won't find those shit coins, that are just out there to scam you. I would recommend OKEx to other people because of the security of the exchange. OKEx is one of those exchanges that has never been hacked.